What jobs would you not even do for $20 per month? Honestly, I like my job, and I like my career. And $240,000 a year isn't exactly an earth-shattering amount of money. So the list of things I won't do for that kind of money is pretty extensive. Like, I wouldn't work in a bank. I wouldn't do anything illegal. I wouldn't work for someone I didn't like. Bump that question up to $100,000 a month, and then we can have a real discussion. Though I still wouldn't do anything illegal, and I'd still demand a work-life balance. Otherwise, the money ain't worth it. Pediatric oncologist. The mental toll their job takes on its providers. We're in the clinic, and the nurse who'd been there since before we started coming said that people rarely made it more than 5 to 10 years before moving on due to the mental toll it took on them. Beneficiary attendant propose orcs beneficiaries. They have so much courage doing that job, and they would deserve that much salary. I tried for a while and was drained, defeated at the end of each day. Please, for the care they give your elders, do not scream at them. They deserve so much more than a measly salary like they do right now. President, any job in politics really? Pet care, vet tech, boarding, grooming. It isn't the animals, it is 100 the people. I did it for 20 years. Got a degree with the idea I was going to work in animal non-profits. Instead it literally almost off me. Cop Leo. There is a lot now that I think of it. Slagita House. I used to run a pub close to a big slaughterhouse, and quite a few of the customers worked there. You could tell the ones that did the killing. One kid got promoted to doing the killing, and I could see the change in him in real time. He quit after 3 months to stack shelves in a co-op. I've been bitten by too many spiders under houses. I wouldn't do anything that requires me to go under a house without adequate space to move around, and able to crouch walk at the least. So, anything under a house where I have to low crawl, no thanks. A detective or policeman on a children's murder case. There was one where a father killed both of his children and his wife to get away with cheating, and almost everyone on the case had to resign and are still in extensive therapy. Anything with physical, lasting effects such as drug testing or stunt double. Neither would I do jobs with abhorrently smelly environments like sewage cleaners. Respect to people who do it, but I could never. For people wondering, in a lot of countries the and are inverted. So, you say 20k 20 poi. Oh, not 20,000, as for us 20,000 20. To answer the question, probably prostitution, anything involving my biggest fears. Exterminator, or cleaning animal hoarding houses. I've seen enough videos on YouTube to know that I will never have the stomach for that. The second I see even a hint of a roach or a maggot, I'm out. Prostitution, I could probably make a lot more than 240,000 a year. Psychoactive drug testing, but I'm probably willing to do other meds tbh. I think. Stripper. It's too exhausting. Executioner. The better question is, what jobs would I do, because other than my current job, and one other job, I feel like I would get fired from most anything else for not having a clue what I'm doing. I wouldn't do any job for $20 a month, but seeing the 3 zeros at the end, I'm assuming you meant $200 per month, and in that case I still wouldn't work for that low of wages. Imagine a world where people in the comments understood that in some other countries, the decimal point and thousands delimiter are the opposite way around to what you know. Do you mean 20,000 per month? Probably underwater, anything, deep sea fishing, any type of labor work, and definitely medical dental, cause I don't have the certification. Anything to do with seeing kids hurt, molested or worse, no thanks. Edit like police examiners, or the people that go online and catch person chat rooms, working on those ships in the deep seas, performing abortions, euthanasia of animals, sex work, cleaning sewers, anything super dangerous. My daughter's of manager scene director. I've actually met a dad that did discern man. You can see the dark void in his eyes. You know how decimal points work, right? You are offering $1 per day assuming for wells in a month and 5 work days in a week. First off, I'm guessing that period is meant to be a comma. Second, Facebook moderator. It's not worth the emotional damage. Those dudes that climb those super high radio towers like a mile up to change the light bulb at the top, F that. No way. I know there are commas outside of the US. Why is this a thing? I refuse to read this as anything other than $20. Anything involving isolation, heights, or electricity like offshore rigs, line repair, or wind turbines. I would not want to have the job where people climb up those really tall towers to change light bulbs. If this is an offer of employment, know that there is not one thing I won't do for $20,000 per month. Work at an animal shelter that euthanizes healthy animals because they don't have room for them. Anything involving delivery of goods. Great pay. That's the only thing great about it. Window washer for a skyscraper. Basically anything that involves being at a high altitude. Veterinarian. Love to help people and animals, but seeing all that suffering isn't worth it. Politician. I'm not social enough, and my moral compass ain't balked enough for the job. Those cops that have to sort through CP never do that. Would destroy me. Anything involving diving into the ocean or staying on it for long periods of time. Elon Musk's personal assistant. No amount of money would help me endure that man. Get the fuck out of here with that decimal bullshit. Makes no fucking sense. Street cop in DC. I live here. For me, it would just be soul destroying. Anything that would put me or my family in danger is not worth the money. Plumbing on the construction site. Residential is something I can get by. Anything involving shit or vomit potentially coming in contact with me. CEO, because I would be very underpaid. I would expect $20,000 a day. Crane operator does it for me. Shit scared of heights, so no chance. Sex work ... That's just not something I'd be able to be okay with. Anything to do with sewage or porn. Both just aren't my cup of tea. Reviewing child pornography to hopefully identify the perpetrators. I would never work for health insurance company, they're crooks. Working on the oil rigs. Construction, nursing, accounting, anything that puts my body at risk or is gonna land me in prison. Work at the Chili's in Concourse G at Chicago O'Hare Airport, $20 per month. I wouldn't do any job for $20 per month. Drug mule, that first 20,000 might not even reach you. Assume this means 20. A debt collector.